Silent, Mr. Hudson.
If you will, please rise and let's pledge of allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Before we get rolling, I would ask that that you mute or turn your cell phone ringers off, please, for courtesy of the meeting that has to attend. And 2.1, approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye. All opposed? All right. 3.1, approval of the minutes. We've had them, been able to read over them. Any additions or corrections?
I don't. So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye. All opposed? All right. We got a lot of public recognition, a lot of great stuff going on into the school system. So we're going to start out with May Character Ed Students of the Month, Chief Student Officer, Mr. Dr. Tremaine Young.
Good evening, everyone. Character trait for this month is creativity, using your imagination to create something new or solve a problem. I had to tell my son, I said, look, you get one fill-up a week. So when Friday came, he said, I don't have any gas. I said, you better jump on that scooter, buddy. So he's riding his little scooter around. First up from P.S. Jones, we have Emily Deck. She is truly one of those students who brings ideas to life in everything she touches. Whether she's on stage or tackling a class prompt, Emily leads with imagination, confidence, and heart. She brings joy, energy, and inspiration to those around her, and she is so deserving of this recognition. From Eastern Elementary, we have Cheyenne Willett. Cheyenne consistently shows strong creative problem-solving skills through her curiosity, imagination, and perseverance. She actively participates in class discussions by asking thoughtful questions and often follows up with new insights from her own research. Overall, she is growing into a confident learner who approaches challenges with creativity, determination, and a positive attitude. From John Small, we have Clader Mendieta Uriarte. He consistently shows creativity by thinking outside of the box, sharing original ideas, and finding unique ways to solve problems. Not only is he imaginative, but uses great problem-solving skills as well. He has used creative ways to be friendly and kind, building positive relationships with both students. He truly exemplifies creativity and strong character. From Chakawinity Primary, we have Daniela Flores. Although she is still learning English, she consistently finds imaginative ways to connect with her classmates. Through drawing, shared games, and artistic expression, she communicates joy and friendship without relying on words. From Northeast Elementary, we have Nailing Julieth Bedoya Valencia. All right. From John Cotton Taylor, we have Markel Privet. He uses his artwork to express ideas, emotions, and stories that go beyond simple pictures. His artwork reflects originality and a strong sense of imagination. It is always exciting to see the variety of things he creates every day, as his creativity consistently shines through everything he does. From Southside, we have Renasia Selby. We have Ms. Grimes getting up. North Side, we have Ella Wells. Ella was exceptionally creative in her portrayal of the character in Cinderella. She truly brought the role to life through her costume, acting, and voice, capturing the personality of the wicked stepsister. Her musical performance was both creative and thoroughly entertaining, making her performance especially memorable. From Early College, we have Jordan Stroud. Jordan was a great addition to the prom committee this year. She has helped coordinate the 100 hallway for the early college's fall bash fundraiser. She is very talented and has many creative ideas. Thank you, Jordan. From Chocowinity Middle School, we have Andrea Furr. All right. In all my years of teaching science, students like her are very rare, and she deserves every bit of this recognition. She brings a creative energy to our classroom that is truly one of a kind, whether she is designing a visual model to explain a scientific concept or presenting her ideas in a way no one else in the room thought of. She approaches every challenge with imagination and purpose. From Bath Elementary, we have Margaret Niblock. All right, she's accepting Margaret's side. From Washington High School, we have Simone Worsley. Simone is creative in not only her assignments, but also in the way she thinks. She connects class topics with her own real-world experience in life. She also goes above and beyond on assignments, making the most colorful and outside-of-the-box posters.
You have somebody that came after that.
All right, Chocowinity Primary, Daniela, come on down. Although she is still learning English, she consistently finds imaginative ways to connect with her classmates. Through drawing, shared games, and artistic expression, she communicates joy and friendship without relying on words. Her ability to turn language barriers into opportunities for connection is a true example of creative thinking in action. Congratulations, guys. Next up, we have Mr. Mitchell.
This is May Athletes of the Month. Athletic Director, Mr. Keith Mitchell.
Good evening. Excited to say I think we're 6 out of 6 tonight. We haven't been that way all year with our athletics going throughout the year, but we finished with that for the season. So we're excited about all 6 athletes being here tonight. So our male athlete of the month for Southside, we're going to start off with junior Riley Caro. Riley plays volleyball and softball for the Lady Seahawks. She maintains a very impressive GPA and is a leader on and off the field. Riley demonstrates the attributes of well-rounded and hardworking student athlete. She is very worthy of Athlete of the Month and represents Southside athletics to the fullest. Our male athlete of the month for Southside is Salil Desai. Salil has been a valuable member of the Seahawks baseball team, a very dependable, loyal, and dedicated student athlete. Salil maintains an outstanding GPA and represents Southside very proudly. His work ethic, both in the classroom and on the baseball field, makes him a superb candidate for Southside's Male Athlete of the Month. Moving to Washington, our Female Athlete of the Month for Washington is senior Taylor Grant. Taylor is a midfielder and team captain for the Lady Pampack soccer team and has been a driving force behind the team's success this season. From a reserve freshman uncertain of her place on the roster, Taylor has become a commanding leader, displaying hard work, determination, and perseverance. Congratulations, Taylor, on a remarkable career with the Lady Pampack. And our male athlete of the month for Washington is sophomore Cutler Lee. Cutler has proven himself to be a rising star in golf for the Pampack, making a remarkable impact this season. His dedication and talent were on full display as he became the only team member to qualify for the state finals. Cutler continues to grow and improve with each passing season, and we look forward to watching him lead the Pampack in years ahead. Congratulations. And for Northside, our female athlete of the month is senior Riley Hudson. Riley has proven herself to be an exceptional all-around athlete and student. She competes in multiple sports, including golf, quarterbacking her flag football team, and playing softball. A true scholar athlete, Riley demonstrates both academic dedication and athletic excellence. Her impact extends beyond her own performance. Riley's presence has helped elevate and polish each program she's been a part of, leaving a lasting impression on her teammates and coaches alike. And our male athlete of the month for Northside is junior Jaden Bass. Jaden was recently awarded the Sportsmanship Award during the State Golf Championship, a reflection of the respect, class, and leadership he brings every day. Whether competing on the basketball court or the golf course, Jaden represents Northside the right way. A true team-first athlete, Jaden always puts his teammates before himself. Northside is proud to recognize a student athlete who competes with integrity, treats others with respect, and sets an example for younger athletes to follow. Congratulations.
4.3 is up next, and it's recognition of Northside High School's men's golf team state 1A state championship. Everybody give them a round of applause, and I'll turn it over to Mark.
What an accomplishment for these young men. They have had an outstanding season. In golf, sometimes folks think, oh, that's just, not very hard working. Oh, let me tell you, these guys were out there every day practicing, playing rounds. Coach Adams does not let them have a day off. I think they're out there on Fridays and Saturdays if need. So we just say a big congratulations to those guys, and I'm going to call your name up if you'll come up. But first we want to recognize an individual on this team who won the individual state championship in the 1A class, and that's Mr. Chris Stembridge. And Chris, if you'll stay right up here, we'll just give you a number 2 plaque because he'll be, of course, part of the team. So he gets that second one. And second is Mr. Landon Moore.
Yeah.
Lawson Goltra. Tyler Radcliffe. Jaden Bass. Jay Battershell. Will Askew. Bryce Askew. Landry Berry. Jacob Clark. Harrison Allen. They may not be. And we definitely want to recognize our coaches, head coach, Mr. Jared Adams. Come on up, coach. And assistant coach, Coach Jerry Wynn. Despite poor coaching, gentlemen, you Congratulations again, guys.
Congratulations, guys. Great work.
We also want to take this time to recognize some track athletes who also won individual state championships for Northside this spring. And the first one is in the 400 meter, Mr. Colton Smith. And we'd also like, is Avery here, Robertson? Okay, good deal. Avery, this year, folks, has won 2 state championships in 1 year. This fall, he won the cross-country state championship individually, and now he's won the 3,200 meter state championship individually. So that is an awesome, awesome feat.
I'm going to say something right quick, Mark, if you don't mind. Thank you to Jared before you get out of here tonight as leading the team down there, and Tracy, y'all are doing an amazing work down at Northside and the sports programs, and I see Casey over there too. All the coaches and staff down there, y'all are just killing it in clubs and sports. All right, good, Mark.
Testing. Okay. Let me also say that in addition to all the fantastic awards we have tonight, we also need to take a moment to honor Ms. Tracy Nixon, who has just been appointed to the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Board. Picture time.
Get them straight.
Congratulations. Thank you. If you know Ms. Nixon, you know she's going to be a very loud voice for Beaufort County when it comes to athletics.
Oh, I can only imagine she's going to get them all straight in that room.
One more. All right, Mr. Miller.
So this is going to be the recognition of bus drivers and Transportation Director Jeff Miller.
Good evening, everybody. My assistant principal bus coordinators this year made it a tough decision. All of their nominees were very deserving, but unfortunately we can only pick a few. So I wanted to have the opportunity to highlight them tonight. First, I can tell you without a doubt that this person has sub-drove more than any other substitute bus driver in Beaufort County schools. She is truly a rock star. I think she's driven for every school in the city at some point this year. Her service and dedication is very much appreciated, and that is Miss Melissa Orr. You have been selected as the substitute bus driver of the year. Miss Orr is from John Cotton Taylor Elementary School. Miss Orr is getting a plaque, and she's also getting a certificate that looks like a check for $150, but unfortunately due to budget cuts, there's only Thank you, Ms. Orr. This next person is one of our EC bus drivers. He serves all of our Washington City schools as well. His bus is by far the most populated EC bus in the county. And when I say that, I mean like 48, 52 kids every day, each one with specific needs. He does an amazing job transporting them every day, but most importantly, he supports everyone and each one of their specific needs. I hired this person back in 2021. He does an excellent job for us from Eastern Elementary, Mr. Joel Cannon. Mr. Cannon is the Washington City Schools District Driver of the Year. All right, this next person is the Beaufort County Schools Northside District Driver of the Year. Ms. Harper from Bath says he is the definition of dedication and reliability. He transports his students safely with care and consistency every day, and that is Mr. Calvin Woolard. Congratulations. All right, this next young lady couldn't be with us tonight, but I'll mention her. She's from Chocowinity Middle School. I also hired her. She's actually a retired educator from Pitt County, and she came back with us to just drive a bus because she loved it so much. She's driven for Eastern Elementary, Chocowinity Primary, but the last couple of years she's been driving at Chocowinity Middle, and that's Miss Shirley Sutton. Congratulations to her. And before I do this last one, just so everybody knows the process, so what I do is each school sends me a recommendation of their school driver of the year, and we pick a substitute driver of the year, we pick a Washington District driver of the year, North Side and South Side, and then we pick a overall Beaufort County Schools district-wide driver of the year. This next person, according to Ms. Hodges from Chocowinity Primary School, goes above and beyond each day to support his students and meet their needs. This year specifically, he took one of his riders under his wing and volunteered his time to come to school before his route in the afternoon and sit with an English language learning student that was struggling to help with their sight words. In exchange, the student has been teaching him some words in Spanish. Ms. Winnington from CPS says, Mr. George is amazing and all in with our philosophy of excellence and building relationships at Chocowinity Primary School. The Beaufort County Schools District Driver of the Year, Mr. George Rubio.
All of you together right here, and that will get a picture of everybody. Perfect.
Y'all give our transportation department another round. And 4.8, recognition of Keening Fellows Program Leader, Teacher Leadership Recipient, and again from the north side of the river.
So if I could get Ms. Kim Smith to come up front, please. So, Ms. Smith is a teacher at Northeast Elementary School in recognition of receiving the Keenan Fellowship for the 26-27 school year, sponsored by the Keenan Fellows Program for Teacher Leadership. Ms. Smith applied and was selected to be in an intensive professional development program with our partners at Nutrien and through NC State. There are only a limited number of individuals who win this award. What it means is extra work for Ms. Smith, but great things for all our kids. And so certainly if you've seen the press release, there are only about 40, I say, Keenan Fellows in the state, and we're very fortunate to have one of those right here with us, Ms. Kimberly Smith. Congratulations, Ms. Smith. So much. Oh. Thank you.
All right, Lexia Spotlight, Chocowinity Primary and JCT and Northeast.
So, for those of you that are not familiar, Lexia is a reading program, software program, works with our students. Lexia sent us an email to talk about, even though all of our schools use Lexia and use them to varying degrees, certainly it's something that you can monitor, and they wanted to let us know what a tremendous job that 3 of our schools were doing. They were highlighting them as Lexia leaders, and different categories from sustained implementation success to strong progress, and both of those mean it's just a testament to the dedication of these 3 schools. So if folks here are from Chocowinity Primary, John Cotton Taylor, and Northeast Elementary, if you'd come up and get a picture, please.
That ends our public recognition for the night, and I will pause for a minute. If some of y'all want to go get dinner, you're welcome to stay and listen to our business part of the meeting, or whatever you want to do.
And I want to thank the Pan-Pac girls soccer team for coming tonight. So thank you for coming.
Thank you, Caroline. I forgot all about them. They were over there on the jury section. Yep.
Bye. So they just came to support Taylor, huh?
And there was 2.
Yeah, Simone and Taylor.
Yep.
No.
Right there. That's him.
Is he on the agenda?
No.
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 Just here to see something. I don't know that it would be. Hey, Darwin.
All righty, 5.1, we had no public comment, so we'll keep right on rolling. 6.1, NCSBA sping policy updates, Superintendent Cheeseman? Not Cheeseman, Doan, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's hurtful.
I know.
So this is the first reading of the North Carolina School Board Association Spring Policy Update. Ms. Apples made paper folders for everyone in addition to what we have electronically here. I would just highlight that the board tabled a discussion about finishing policy 4318, the use of wireless communication devices, while Southside High School was piloting the lock boxes. So Mr. Anderson has collected a lot of data. When we bring this back at the second meeting in June, I've asked him to present. He has surveys from his teachers, input from them, because at that point, we'll have to decide, there's option A, option B. Spoiler alert, I can tell you that all the other principals in middle school and high school have asked us to buy the lock boxes. So you can see kind of which direction at least our principals are headed. That will be discussed at that point, along with any of the other issues that you might see with these policies.
I've got one question. Some months ago, prior superintendent, prior other staff too, we talked about putting something on our website when we had policies coming up so that the public would have knowledge that these were coming up, and also trying to communicate with, get this out to the teachers and other staff so that if they had any input, you know, they would be aware these things are coming up. And from what I've seen, I haven't seen any indication that's being done, but I would like to ask that it is done, because I think we need input as much as we can from our own staff and from the public on our policies.
So we, obviously, the board agenda is on our website. What we can do is email all staff members and give them the link, and we can put that in our advertising with our social media and our links to principals when they send out weekend updates. So we can certainly get the word out about where to find it on the website, and that it's right under the Board of Education policy, so folks know if they have a question, or we'll tell them if they have a question or concern or anything they want to email you or me directly, that will all be in the same place. So we can certainly get that out.
Great.
All righty. Any more questions on the policy updates? All righty. Discussion action items, 25-26 capital fund, Mr. Dane.
Yes, sir. So just wanted to, you have the entire current, as of, I believe, Friday afternoon, or Thursday afternoon, excuse me, capital fund budget for 25-26, the current year that we're in. You may remember that we once had a line item about getting a wrecker from the state, and we were going to use that money to go ahead and pay for the track repair at either Northside or Southside, because we were on hold about getting that wrecker and weren't sure if it was ever going to happen. Well, lo and behold, it has happened. We've just got the email last week that we are now in line to purchase said wrecker. So I wanted you to see the budget that I would be asking you to use $150,000 that you had previously dedicated for the wrecker, which slid over into the tracks, that we would use contingency funds in order to pay for the wrecker, which you can see there, if you notice in the line item for contingency, that we have, I want to make sure I give you the right number. Hang on one second. Very first page. Very first page. Excuse me. About midway down, $324,883.27 in contingency overruns. So I would propose to take $150,000 out of that, put it back in the wrecker line, and order our new wrecker for transportation.
Why do we need a record? I know it's a stupid question, but give me a less than stupid answer, I guess.
When things break down, we need to bring them back to the garage, and
okay,
it's
I
cheaper
needed
for us
to-
to do it than it is to contract it out.
I needed to rephrase that. Is
Yeah.
that to tow buses in?
That is to tow everything, buses, vehicles, but mainly buses.
And what have we been doing up to this point?
We've been, knock on wood, able to get them in such a state that we could either drive them back, or we've contracted it out to someone local who has a big enough record to do so.
Do we not have a record?
We have one, but it's not strong enough to, the one we have won't pull the newer buses. It's honestly, we use it more for cars. So Mr. Miller is dying
Good.
to comment on the record.
Come on up here.
He's just,
I only ask because if it doesn't happen very often, is the cost of contracting it out less than, this is very expensive.
So I just
Don't be
want-
mad at me, Joe.
No, you're good. I just want to explain to everybody the process. So the $150,000 is to purchase the wrecker body. The state replaces the cab and chassis of the wrecker just like they do a replacement school bus. Okay, our wrecker in 4 months will be 30 years old. It was built obviously when buses were smaller. So if you know anything about a truck, you have 2 rear axles on the rear end of a truck. Our wrecker only has 1 single axle. So with the weight of our new buses now, we're not supposed to legally tow it on the road because it's weaker than.
You go above the gross vehicle weight.
Correct. All right, so in those instances, he's talking about contracted service. If it's local, we normally use our older record because we can go slow and all that stuff. But for example, last year, we did have a bus breakdown in Burlington where we had to contract service, and those type of people, I mean, this is $2,000, but when you call them, really. So I just want to explain the process and make sure everybody's understanding. $150,000 is for the body, the state replaces the cab and chassis of the truck.
Did they provide the money to replace it?
Yes, so basically the $150,000 is only half the cost because we're just purchasing the wrecker body. The state basically gives us the cab and chassis of the truck, engine, drivetrain, those sort of things.
Is the cabin chassis being provided by the state, a tandem axle cabin
Yes.
chassis?
Yes, sir. It meets the current GPWR specs of the buses. So, Pamlico County actually was the next nearest county to us. It just got one. They got it right before COVID hit. And since COVID, there has not been a contract for a record bid. So that's why we've been in limbo since 2022 when y'all approved the funding for it.
About how often do these events occur where we need to actually source a contractor to transport or to haul a broken down bus back?
Contractor, I can count on one hand in 5 years that I've been here. We use our old record 3 to 5 times a week. So for example, bus gets stuck in Aurora doing a turnaround in the field. Bus breaks down on the side of the road and we can't drive it back. We have to go get it. I mean, I'd say 3 to 5 times a week on average, easily.
All right.
And that happens so often because our buses aren't replaced often enough from the state. So if you know a state legislature, tell them we need to replace buses before they get 20 years old.
They would only do that if we were a private school.
Voucher. Get somebody getting vouchers.
Vouchers.
So in this line, you're saying we have 324,000 in unencumbered budget,
yes, sir,
and you need how much?
150.
So you're gonna cut it to 175.
74.5.
Does that still leave us okay?
You actually approved a record based on history back in 2025, so we've been waiting on it for quite a while, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Well, congratulations.
I don't think that needs a motion and a second.
Yeah, motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
I'm gonna be a no on that.
Okay. All right. Year-end budget resolution, closing out 2026 budget. Mr. Doan.
Yes, sir. So as the board may remember, normally we have 2 meetings in June. We have our regular work session, then we have the public meeting. And then we would always have to call a special called meeting that would last about 5 minutes at the end of the month, just to simply give the superintendent and the chief finance officer the ability to close out the books, pay any outstanding bills, and essentially hold everything steady until we get a budget from the state and bring it back to you. This has been suggested by North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, and other school systems are moving this. So essentially, you're giving us permission to do that. We're not expending any more money. We're just closing out the books without the requirement of having a third meeting in June that would last, like I said, all of 5 minutes. So we're not going above any authority that the board would have. It's just saving us from having a meeting that, just to say it's the year end and we're closing out the books.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
All right. Let's see. 7.4, milk bid.
Oh, we skipped Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry, 7.3 budget amendment. I'm sorry.
It's all right, babe. Okay, so this is your, second budget amendment for this year. We've changed just slightly since last month. We're still at 86 million. We started at 86.1 million, and now we're at 86.9 million. There you go. That's it.
Okay.
Do y'all have any questions? I'll do one more in June. I'm gonna try to get that in the first meeting in June. And then we'll have another one after we close out the year.
Okay. I know that may not be in this line item, but I'm gonna ask,
What's that?
what are you hearing, since it's budget time? I know that they have struck a deal, but they have not, voted on the deal. But what are you, is it,
You know about the state?
yeah, what's the, raise?
Oh, so what
I
I'm
know it
hearing.
goes between 17 and 3 or whatever it is, but,
Yeah, so what I'm hearing for classified people, I'm hearing 3%. This is gossip on the grapevine. But, if it gets passed, I'm hearing 3% for classified, and I'm hearing 8% for Cert 10s.
okay.
So that's what I'm hearing right now. The retirement rate is going up to 25.76%, I believe. And the state health plan is going up to 8,925 per person, I believe.
Christie, how are we gonna cover that? How are we gonna, I know.
Well, I think y'all are gonna talk about that in closed session.
So one of the ways we can do that is if the board elects to reduce the number of positions that we have paid out of local funds, both Fund 2 and Fund 8, which was kind of part of our budget discussions that we were gonna have to do because that's dipping into your fund balance. Then the remaining positions, the vast majority are gonna be paid out of state and federal funds, which means they'll cover the raises from those funding. Now, I mean, if, for example, federal funds, that means overall, they'll be reduced by the amount of the raises. For the remaining folks that we pay out of local, the vast majority of those are gonna be classified employees, which the 3% raise is gonna be less than the 8% raise of the teachers. So if we're able to do that, I mean, now, we'll still have to come up with we have some locally paid staff that aren't classified, so we'll have to budget appropriately. Ms. Potts and I are working on that as we speak in terms of what it's gonna cost us based on those position allotments.
Yeah, I heard 8% also
Yeah.
from a.
But if you've seen the
senator.
sample teacher salary schedule, that could be, for example, a teacher that is starting out could go from this year making 4,100 or 41,000, I should say, to 49,000. But if you're a 10 or 15-year veteran, you may get a $2,000 raise. So, I mean, it's not equal across the board, certainly on the lower end. If that scale, which has not been approved, but is out there, is the one that is adopted, then it's 8% average, but with any average, there are gonna be some people who are on the 8% side and some people are gonna be on the 1 or 2% side of that. So for us, it'll be about, as always, maximizing our position allotments, placing the highest paid employees in state and federal position and the lowest paid in local, because that's gonna affect us the most in terms of our flexibility.
It's a shame the state does not reward our veteran teachers.
Exactly.
We need
Yes.
them in our school
Sure.
system, and we don't,
Right.
well, not we, but the state doesn't reward them. Doesn't give them any motivation to stay. Because they can go almost anywhere and make what they're making, and they've been teaching maybe 20 years or more.
Yep.
I think that's extraordinarily sad.
Can I get a motion to pass the budget amendment as written? Motion,
Adjustments to it,
yeah.
sure, I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Now, let's get to 7.4. Ms. Kerbin. How are you? This is the milk bid.
Good evening, everybody. The good news is I haven't come to ask for any money.
Good.
That's always
Probably
great.
weren't gonna get any.
But I thought I'd start with that anyway.
Yeah.
Just make it good. So I just came to ask for approval for my bids for the next school year. Cisco is my main food purveyor. We took the opportunity to roll over with Cisco, which is a good thing, I believe, because nobody else bids on us except Cisco. So to hold the same, yeah, I'm really hoping that in the near future somebody else might. But to hold it the same case fee means that we know where we're at, so that's what we did with them. We were obliged to go out to bid with our produce. We were in year 5, so we did have to go out to bid with them. We bid through the North Carolina Purchasing Alliance for our produce, and we did get 2 bids back, and they were very different.
Yes.
And I'm recommending that we stay with R&H. As you can see from the numbers that I gave you earlier on, they were substantially cheaper than Foster.
What?
So,
Do you have any idea why it's twice the price?
Yes.
because Foster didn't want our business.
Obviously, they did.
Yeah.
That would be my thing. We're right on the we're on the extreme of where they want to go to.
Yeah.
And I think Foster focused on the other side. Last time round, I went out to bid, Foster didn't bid on us at all. So, they did actually put one in, which helps me with numbers, but, when you look at that, you have to laugh.
So
To see numbers that different.
is that just fresh produce or what is
Fresh
that?
produce, yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
so lettuce,
We buy our fresh fruit and vegetable program through them as well.
so lettuce, tomatoes, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. And we do focus on fresh fruit and vegetables in our program as well, so.
Okay, I'm just asking,
We've been very, very pleased with our mate produce. They're really good people to work with, so good customer service, and that's great. So that's my recommendation for our produce. But the case fee, I mean, between $5.98 to $2.95 is huge. That's great. When I open them up, I just laugh.
Move approval.
Yes.
Second.
And then the last one is our milk bid. We had to go out to bid with them, and we were applied with them as well. That is a local bid for us. We can't go through the Purchasing Alliance. There are only 2 people that bid on milk in basically most of North Carolina now. So Het Dairies and Mayola, and they came in very, very similar this year. They were both very competitive, and it's actually taken us down about 3 cents per partner milk. So I'm pleased to go down. Yes, you heard that right. It went down.
I was gonna ask you a question, but you already answered.
Yeah, it went down, so, we don't hear that word very often, so that is, pretty good. So yes, my recommendation is that we stay with Mayola for next year as well.
All right, I got a motion and a second to approve it. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you very much, I appreciate that. And then whilst I'm here, this is not an action item, but I just wanted to give a quick update about where we're going with our summer meals program this year. And, I want to say that we're actually getting to the point where we're maxing out on our summer meals program. We have been growing over the last few years, but we're getting to a point where we're not going to be able to grow much more because we just can't afford to do that. But, this year is going to be quite interesting. We're actually going from 8 weeks to 9 weeks. We made that decision because July the 4th actually falls on a weekend this year, so we're not taking that week off with that holiday. Plus, the last few years we have been doing 5 days, with 4 days of hot meals, and then on a Thursday sending home a cold meal for Friday. This year we're going to go to 7 days. We're sending 4 hot meals, and then we're doing a 3-day shelf-stable box to go home on a Thursday, which gives us 7 days of reimbursement. So with our same labour, we should be able to get 7 days worth of reimbursement, which really boosts our income. So fingers crossed that that works out well and that our customers really enjoy that. We'll be renting 2 vans from Enterprise in Greenville. That's one of our biggest problems, is actually being able to cover the whole of the county within the lunchtime spectrum. It's very important to our department that we don't compromise the quality of the meals that we send out in the summer. If children are needing to be fed, we want them to have real proper food, and that's why we're continuing with 4 hot meals for lunch. And of course we send home a breakfast for the next morning as well. But the hot meals at lunchtime is very important to us. We continue to serve places like Boys and Girls Club, and the camps that happen around town as well. And we've built up really good relationships with a lot of people in and around town as well. And they rely very heavily on us now, I think, when they're recruiting for their programs. So for us to have the relationships that we have, I think it's a really good public relations exercise for both sides of the equation during the summer months. We have a few new sites. We're having a new site at First Christian Church, then also Old Fort, which is on 9th Street, and Westbrook. And that's 2 of those sites because Washington Housing Authority want to work with us this summer as well, so they're going to man a couple of our sites. So how we operate our program is we do the distribution, and we work very hard to have people with our local communities that will actually distribute the food when we deliver it. So that means that we can drop and run on to the next site, so we can serve as much of the county people as we can within the 2-hour time frame that we have. year is that we didn't get as much money this year from No Kids Hungry, but they had a lot more people apply for a lot less money. So that's the way that all grants are going this year. But that's okay. The First Christian Church did reach out to me and say they would buy our t-shirts. So everybody helps, and I said thank you very much, so that's good, so they're buying those for us. The other big change for us this year is with Eastern closing 2 weeks early, I wanted to make sure that children from Eastern had the opportunity not to go without food for those last 2 weeks of school. So we had to be creative because there wasn't any education taking place there. We can't do it under our normal feeding program. So we were able to set up a 2-week, in effect, summer meal program for them. And we are doing 7-day ambient food boxes for them. We decided to go with ambient so that we weren't restricted with people's refrigeration space at home. You know, you have more than one child and you're given 7 days of breakfast and lunch all in one go, refrigeration space can be an issue. So because the school is closing, we will be distributing those from First Christian Church, which is the church out there on 3rd Street. And that our first distribution will be this Friday. And we asked people to sign up in advance on a Google document. And we gave them a couple of choices as to what time to pick up, between 2 and 4, and then between 4 and 6 to working parents as well. So we're really lucky that First Christian work with us in the way that they do. They also are the church that supports Eastern. So they are very, very open to working with us on that. So with the location of First Christian Church, we're encouraging people to come in from 2nd Street. They can come through the parking lot and leave from 3rd Street. So we're not blocking up any traffic in town either. So we think we've got a little plan working really, really well. That's before it happens. So I'll report back afterwards that it can work out well or not. But that actually gives us the opportunity to have some income that we're not going to lose as a result of the school being closed, and the opportunity for those parents to have some food for those 2 weeks. That program, although obviously not everybody signed up for it, which is absolutely fine, it gave them an opportunity to do that. We are actually able to do that for 7 days, not just the 5 days that they would have been in school for. So over that 2 weeks, it would have been 9 days in school. We can actually give them 2 7-day boxes, so we can actually get 14 days. It all helps a little bit in terms of income. And my staff at Eastern are pleased with the opportunity to be employed during that time as well.
All right, anybody got any questions for Mr.?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. Ms. Kerwin, what does the attendance look like over at the Boys and Girls Club?
I don't know what the enrollment is for their camps at the moment. Last year I think it was about 30 a day, something like that.
Okay.
And they're just lunch, they're getting breakfast. And that's
It's
what we
lunch?
do.
It's
It's
just
lunch.
lunch?
Yeah, and that's a closed site, so they have to be enrolled in the Boys and Girls Club program to be able to eat there. But we have other sites in the area, so if children aren't enrolled at Boys and Girls Club, they don't have to go very far to be able to pick up somewhere else.
If you will you please give me a list of the places that you're doing the foods, the
Absolutely.
lunches, and the
Yeah,
meals?
I'll send that to you. Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Sounds like you're doing a good job working with local partners to help expand this program. And I gather it's completely grant funded.
I'm federally funded.
It's federally
I'm
funded.
federally funded. But
Okay.
I look to get as many grants as I can because it helps us, because
Yes.
federal funding doesn't necessarily, it's not very generous, shall we say.
Well, I think that's another thing you're doing very well, because I agree with you. The more grants we can get, the more services we can provide.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a bit slim this year, though.
Thank you for all you do.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it so
Thank you.
much. I know the families do.
Line item 13, what is that speaking of?
Oh, okay, so where I said whether particularly increase our numbers. So because we've got an extra week, and instead of being 5 days reimbursement, we're going to 7 days reimbursement. So last year we did 48,000 meals over the summer.
And you're going to increase to 76?
And, yeah, I'm hoping that my prediction is that we're going to 76, so fingers crossed that my math's right.
And this is funded out of your nutrition budget.
I'm sorry?
Isn't this funded out of your nutrition budget?
Yes, because I get reimbursed for the meals,
Okay. On a even basis, or?
That's a huge jump.
it is a big jump. And we had a big jump the year before too, and as that's why I said at the beginning that I do believe that we're actually we're sort of like capping out. We're not going to be able to do too much more now with what what we're able to do with the time and the people available to do it. So we'll see how it goes this year with the 7-day block.
But with your reimbursements, you've got this covered. You've got it covered. I'm sure you've got it covered.
Yeah, because my labor is not increasing.
Right.
With
Okay.
the number of meals I'm doing this year.
That's fine. That's a big jump.
Yeah, I won't be coming back in September.
And your breakfast is
Well,
what?
that could be a possibility.
No, I'm not coming to give you the option.
And your breakfast is what time?
The breakfast goes home with the lunch. So the lunch that we send home today there's a breakfast with that for tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay, good.
So we operate under non-congregant, which means that children do not eat on site unless they're in a camp. And that's what's really freed up some of the opportunities that we have, because the children don't have to eat there anymore, they can take it home. And that all changed as a result of COVID, when nobody was allowed to stay around. And they actually put that rule in place, and because we're considered rural,
Okay.
yeah. that
Thank
was
you
one
so
of us.
much.
All right.
If anyone can squeeze a nickel out of a piece of celery, it is the reigning, defending
I know how good she is.
School Nutrition Director of the Year.
I realize that.
Thank you, Ms. Kerwin, for everything you do. All right,
Did we need to,
That was just,
That was
just included.
information
That's
only.
right. The
Thank
milk
you so
bid was to
much.
lull you into a false sense of security and then drop the summer meal stuff on you.
Mr. Chair, I just want to take a minute to go back if I could. The 25-26 capital funds, I just wanted to clarify something on that for the record. So our capital needs throughout the district, I know, are tremendous, and our folks do a wonderful job. Our CFO, our maintenance folks, our transportation folks. My position on that, there are just a couple of things on this budget that I don't believe are represented as accurately as I would like for them to be, and a couple of items that I just don't understand. I'm not alluding to the fact that there's anything going on there, just a couple things that I wasn't completely at peace with, so. No, it's okay. It's been discussed. It's just my position.
Oh, I know. I got you. I know where it is.
Yeah,
More to come. How
yeah,
about that?
yeah.
Yep.
It's not a big thing. We can,
Everything is a big thing to Kristen.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Certainly. Thank you so much for what you do, though. Yeah, I just want to kind of clarify that a little bit.
Yeah, you sit still when we go into close. Just sit right there when you go to closed session. Yeah. 7.5 field trip request.
Chocowee Middle School, House Leaders Training Center in Pine Knoll Shores, August 10th through the 12th, 5 male students, 2 adult males, 21 female students, 8 female adults on activity bus. Then Northside High School Basketball Camp, Bermuda Run, June 26th through June 27th, 15 male students, 5 male adults, 16 female students, 4 female adults, also on an activity bus.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, Terry, go.
I move to go into closed session pursuant to general section 143, 318, 11A1, 1A3, and A6 to prevent disclosure of confidential personnel information under general section 115C 319 and 321.
Second.
Second.
favor, say aye.
Aye.